Hey guys, welcome to Barbers Corner. Today we have a special guest on for the first episode. It's kind of like an introductory episode. An episode where you get to know what Barbers Corner is about, where the name came from, and basically what it's going to be like throughout the next few years.
Hopefully.
Sounds like a long time.
And we're introducing me.
We're introducing the face behind Candy Corner.
Yeah.
The face behind Nails by Shang, and the face behind all the food that gets cooked on my Instagram stories. If you guys follow my Instagram at Wall of Fades.
The woman who does it all.
The woman of all trades.
Where did
Shang.
you learn that from?
Shang, my wife, guys. The one who teaches and observe. Wait, how does it go?
No, I'm the one who teaches. You're the one who observes.
Right, that's exactly what I meant.
Hey guys, welcome to Barbers Corner.
It's great having you here. After
Thanks.
all the emails and all the messages I've sent out, and
Yeah.
I've just been getting ignored.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty busy, so
I mean,
it takes a lot for me to take 6 steps downstairs to, get in here.
You are something else. I can't even get her downstairs to the room where she assigned my Barber's Corner office.
Yeah, I assigned
you
him
call
to
it?
the corner room because I thought it'd be cool, Barber's Corner in the corner room.
Right, then that's one of the reasons why the name is Corner, guys. As for the barber part, then the reason why we named it Barber's Corner is because when I'm cutting hair at the barbershop, and like I'm a barber by trade, I have a lot of good conversations with my clients, and they like talk about like stocks, they talk about like their life and how they came to where they are now and how their business is open. Some of them own businesses, and it's cool, especially with this COVID thing. Like a lot of them changed their careers, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. So I thought if I'd put their stories on out on platforms, a lot of people would be able to like hear them and be inspired, and
Or they're just cool conversations that you want.
or they're
Yeah,
just
others
cool
to hear.
conversations. Yeah, you could just sit there or you can, like me for example, I go to work and I put my headphones in and I listen to podcasts, and I learn a lot. So instead of just listening to music and burning your brain cells, you can just learn some things and be productive. Productivity on productivity is a great form of meditation.
What?
I don't know, it sounded cool a little bit, kind of. So, Candy Corner, what made you start Candy Corner? What was that all about? You jumped right into the candy, and
Yeah.
I mean, other than the fact that we have candies every single night, what pushed you to start
other
selling
than
it?
the fact that we go and spend so much money on not bad candy, but
Candy that's not really worth the quality.
mediocre candy. I don't know, I thought it would just be we're not, obviously we can't be the only people who are obsessed with, candies. And, there was no one else doing it, and I saw a bunch of people who were doing it, in the States and in the UK, and I thought hey, that's such a cool idea.
And that's where a lot of people get their ideas by
From
you kinda
other
watching
entrepreneurs.
other,
Yeah, exactly. That's I feel a common misconception too. People feel oh, someone else already does it, I can't do it.
No,
But it's
I think
if
you
that's
see someone
if that's how
doing it,
you have your mindset, then no one would be where they are.
yeah, you can't be oh, that person's selling a peanut butter, we can't sell peanut butter anymore,
Yeah. Yeah, you put your own twist to it and you make it your own. So.
And if you really love what you do, you can actually make it better than however they make it, because to them it's not really a they don't really do it out of the love.
You gotta be passionate.
Yeah, they do it out of oh, I need to get paid and pay my bills, so I'm just gonna go there and do whatever I need to do to get money, So it's it's two different help me out here, come on.
2 different paths, I think they get what you're trying to say.
Because you're getting what I put down.
But did you actually purchase those candies?
I actually bought these ones. These are my favorite. They're the swirls. This is my 6th bag. I've had 6 bags of these. I've had four bags. Two were kind of stolen. We won't tell the owner though. You can actually help yourself.
Oh, you didn't even need to rip that. You can actually just like.
Oh, really?
Open the bag, yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, so Candy Corner is like, it started out as like me wanting to do like, just like really cool mixes of maybe candies you've seen before, but the aim is to get like candies you haven't seen, gummies in particular. And
these are so good. They're so soft.
Yeah, they're really good. What else? What was I saying?
I said these are so good.
You cut me off, so you threw me off. But yeah, I wanted to start like just a line of like really good gummies and like gourmet mixes, and I wanted them to obviously be like really good quality, and like that's hard to find. Like I remember back in the day, you could go to like any convenience store and get like those 5-cent candies, and usually they were always like pretty stale and like, you know, they still tasted all right, but you could tell that they weren't like very fresh. So I think like all the product that we do sell is like super fresh and like super soft, right?
They're like really, really good.
Yeah, and then I found
like a lot of my clients even like they're like, yo, those gummies are so soft, and I'm like, yeah, that's like the difference between like buying it here and buying it at the store.
Yeah, and I feel like even like I said, these candies you can't really get in the stores anymore. I feel like maybe back in the day you could get those like hard stale ones, but now it's like at your convenience, fresh, local, and packed.
Do you love what you do?
Yeah, I actually do. I actually enjoy it. Like it's like I'm not only pleasing myself, but I'm pleasing the community.
And that's the best part about doing a hobby that you like doing.
Yeah.
As a business.
Yeah, and the other main thing in the candy corner is also like the Mexican candies. Like those have been super popular, and we've actually like even restocked a second time and sold out of that batch as well. So I'm really glad to see that others are enjoying that. And
yeah, those are just flying.
Yeah.
And actually, I haven't had one.
They're really different. Like Mexican candy, if you've tried it, it's like a different taste. Like either you like it or you don't. They go from like
spicy.
Yeah, they're like spicy, sweet, sour. So it's a different taste for sure. But no, those ones have definitely been our top seller. And then as well as these swirls, we also have like our blue raspberry halal box.
And also on top of that, you do nails.
Yeah, I do.
How do you keep
too.
up with the candy and the nails?
Well,
Never mind the dinners you make for me, but we'll get to that.
I've taken a little break from nails, but yeah, I do nails too, so that's fun. You know, I've been doing nails for more than 2 years or so.
You've been doing nails for like 4 years.
Yeah. But
before,
like I said,
remember you started again?
Yeah, I took a break and then I restarted. I went, took a course. That was
Do you just
fun.
do it as a hobby?
It's just a hobby, yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, and then Candy Corner's main focus is to like get halal candies too. Especially in our community, like there's so many people who strictly only eat halal, so those candies are extremely hard to come by in the stores. And if you do find them, like sometimes they can taste not the best.
They're like hard, dry.
Not only that, like they just like don't taste right, like compared to other candies you've had. But like we try everything that we receive, so
I test everything.
We make sure that it's like really good
I
stuff.
test everything. Except the Mexican candy. I haven't really tested all of them.
You've tried some of them.
Yeah, some of them I've tried. They're really good. They have like the weirdest taste ever.
It's like weird but like good. Like,
yeah.
Something
a lot of people like love it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of nostalgia you get from it. Some people they like one of the guys that bought it, they texted me and they're like, "Hey, my sister's like, this tastes like it's straight out of Mexico, you know? Like, oh, it reminds me of Mexico so much." And I'm like,
that's it is like it's imported obviously from Mexico. Like it's not like made in Canada candies. But yeah. So you, Barbers Corner, what podcaster or what podcast inspired you to start this and get this going?
Basically, I don't know. I watch a lot of like different ones. Like, I watch Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. That's pretty cool. I love that one. There's Joe Rogan's, which is like general. He brings like celebrities, comedians, like stuff like that, and they just talk about everything, like politics, and it's like the most interesting stuff. And you learn so much. So I'm like, okay, why don't I just do that? You know, like if this guy doesn't know anything, so he says he doesn't know anything. Obviously, like he knows. But like if he doesn't know anything, and like everybody's just coming on the podcast and teaching him stuff and talking to him, and he's just asking questions, I think that's the coolest thing ever. Because like most questions that he asks are the questions that people have already, and they're like, oh shit, like that's what he does. Oh, that's how they do it. Oh, that's what.
So they're really educational then.
Yeah, they're like really knowledgeable. You learn like more than you would think from a podcast.
That's cool.
So it's awesome.
Is there like a specific piece of inspiration, like something like a specific podcaster has said that's like stuck with you and
like a quote?
you've liked? Yeah, like something they've I don't know, conversation that's.
I've heard a quote before. It's from Freshly Grounded. It's more of a religious one.
They only talk about religion, or they?
No. It's like they bring on like entrepreneurs and stuff, and they just ask them like, you know, what got you started, and you know, how did religion play a factor, and this and that.
Those are those Muslim guys.
Yeah. So they were talking, and he said, this is probably a quote. I think he quoted it from someone else, but he said jealousy is the thief of joy, and it was like the coolest thing I ever heard, because like when you think about it, you're like, jealousy is the thief of joy. So if you like take that in for a minute, you're like, it steals the way joy, you know?
Like you could be the happiest person ever, but the minute you have like that sense of jealousy, it's like it
just takes it away.
It takes all that joy.
That's the coolest thing. I found that to be like a weird, you know? I never heard that one before. So I felt pretty smart thinking about it.
He probably picked that up from another podcaster too.
No, he quoted it from somebody, like, you know, historian. I don't know. Oh. Definitely somebody else.
That's cool. And for your first like podcast, like this is like a really cool setup. Like it literally looks like so professional.
Sorry to cut you off. It's not gonna be just barbers on here. It's gonna be like, we're gonna have like general like entrepreneurs. That's like the main thing I want on here. People who like started a business or started something at home.
You had mentioned that earlier too.
Oh yeah. And they like kind of like started from the bottom and how they ended up where they are now, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's pretty inspirational. Mm-hmm. Sorry, what were you saying about the room? I really tried.
The setup,
tried.
It's so like professional, like this
Thanks.
Little
that's made
art
by
piece that you have.
That's a historic figure. That's gonna get passed on to my children's children.
So who is this done by?
That's done by Custom Arts. She's really, really good at, if you check her Instagram out, she's really good at calligraphy paintings. And
she does a lot of like Islamic calligraphy. Yeah, it's really nice.
Thanks. She did a
this
really
is probably
job.
like a piece of cake for her though. Like compared to her other work, it's like wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Custom Arts.
I gave her that picture, like I gave her a picture of like how I wanted it, and she literally gave me the exact painting back.
Yeah, it's the exact logo, like
so it's
down
pretty
to
cool.
like the text and the way that the letters like are positioned. It's really good. Yeah. So Custom Arts is her Instagram.
It's crazy. And I just like people that like. I think credit's due where credit. Oh no, I think credit is due where credit's due. How does it go?
Give credit where it's due.
Wait. I think you should give credit where credit is due. Is that how it goes?
That's what it just said.
You didn't say give. So like for all these like local.
The best part of it is that it's local. It's like you could have probably got this, probably not even as good. Mm-hmm. Off like I don't know Vistaprint, like they do. Like,
but like when you support local, it's like crazy. You feel way better, especially as like an entrepreneur. You're like, okay, I'm gonna support this person. I don't care what their price is, because
you understand the value, like
exactly.
being...
But like, if you're not really an entrepreneur, and if you're not really an entrepreneur and you're just like an average person who goes to work at Walmart and then comes home,
or like a 9 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, if you're like a 9 to 5, you don't really like see the struggles that the entrepreneurs go through. And I guess that's what this podcast is about.
Do you love entrepreneurs?
I myself have a tattoo of an entrepreneur. It says
entrepreneurship.
Ship. Yeah. And it's a picture of a ship filled with entrepreneurs.
You're funny.
So where was I? I was saying something so cool, and I was gonna even say something cooler than that cool part, but you'll never hear it anymore.
Maybe it'll come back to you. But
how
like,
did
we already talked about Candy Corner.
No, not Candy Corner. You know what I'm gonna talk about.
No, wait. How did you start? So like, if you guys know, like, Walt has not done, but he actually went to university too. For something not related at all.
Yeah, a lot of people actually don't know.
Not related to barbering.
I actually took EMR, emergency medical responder. So to become a paramedic.
I could not see you as a paramedic.
I am.
Like when he first told me that, I was like, "What? You as a paramedic? Like you would be like, I could not. If I was dying, like I could not take you seriously."
I don't think I would take you seriously if you were dying. I'm like, she's lying, guys. She's asleep. She falls asleep very quick.
So how did you get into barbering after going to school for that?
Well, I didn't only take that. I took paramedic, and then I did it. And there's a whole story behind that. So I actually studied for paramedic for like hours and hours every single day. Probably like 8 hours a day, every single day.
And I don't take you for the studying type.
Well,
did you go to a library and stuff, or?
I did. I actually went to several different libraries. And I would study like, if it was like 11 p.m. and you're like, where's Wallo? He's at a library.
Good for you.
So like I studied like that. And my sister, shout out to my sister Turkan, she's a registered nurse. And so she knows a lot about the barber. She knows a lot about the body. And like, so she taught me like more than the teacher taught me basically. And she gave me ways to like study that you should know, you know, like long words, you just break it down, use like examples of your own and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I was studying paramedic and my exam was coming up. And one of the days before, and like I wasn't the type of guy that ever look at my emails. I never looked at emails. So like before I was like, I never thought emails were a big thing. I always like, I guess I wouldn't even log into my email. It was nothing. Now I'm like living on emails.
Yeah, emails are.
As you get older, emails become like mail. You know, I guess there's
like
mail.
Text messages, like
yeah, they become like text messages. So like, before I was gonna write my exam, it was like one day left, and I walked into class and I'm like, holy, I'm gonna ace this exam. And I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the last exam of that EMR class. Then you do EMT. So, and for you guys, for the ones that don't know, it's like a year and a year or whatever. So EMR I was almost done. And I walked into class and I was like, okay, I'm gonna ace this. I've been studying all night. I didn't even sleep. I literally started studying at like 4 p.m. and then the clock went like that. And it was like 3 a.m. and I was downstairs in Tim Hortons across the street from Nate. And there's a Tim Hortons there. And I was studying there. And then I finished studying and then the school opened and I went to the Nate. I don't know if Nate was open.
I don't know if that was such a good idea, like not even getting any sleep.
But I was just like, okay, I have to ace this exam. Mm-hmm. Like I have to become this, you know? Like that's how I thought about it. Because like when you invest in so much time, it's like sad if you don't, I guess if you don't finish, you know?
So is it sad that you didn't finish?
Well, let me finish my story. So yeah, long story short, I ended up walking into the class and I just, she's like, okay guys, in order for you guys to write the exam, you guys are going to have to finish this hands-on exam first with 3 judges. And the judges were paramedics. And I walked into that and I did not have a clue that it was hands-on. I had no idea.
So this email that you didn't check.
I never checked the email, and the email said that
there will be like
there'll be a hands-on exam before the written exam.
Right.
And I walked into the hands-on exam, and I literally like started like for 2 seconds and then turned around and
blanked.
I'm like, all right, guys, this isn't for me, you know? I'm like, I was here to write the written
That's
exam.
crazy. I wonder what they were like, how they felt. Like, they were probably like, what?
Yeah, they're like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
What was their reaction?
Little did they know I studied like for a very long time, and I had the
They're probably like, this guy was sleeping all night, did not care.
Like, this guy was partying it up and showed up to class. So embarrassing. I felt like a failure. And then, I don't know, like a month later I ended up reading into power engineering and applied, and I did that, and I finished power engineering, and then I don't know, I started cutting hair and cutting my friends' hairs and everybody's hair, and
did you have any backlash on that?
I fell in love with it.
Obviously, like, people you knew, like your friends and family knew you were completed power engineering.
And then I told my mom, I told my brothers and my mom I'm gonna cut hair, and they started laughing. They're like, "What do you mean you're gonna cut hair? You know?"
Yeah.
Like nobody ever cut hair. Like as a Kurdish person.
Yeah.
We don't know any Kurdish people that cut hair, so I jumped into that and I started cutting hair, and alhamdulillah I became very successful at it. And there's still way more to go.
Yeah. Is there anyone in your life, like not related to like any of this, but like who's like your number one inspiration?
My number one inspiration?
To like, you know, just like keep going, like never stop, never quit.
That's a good question, and I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna have to end it here because it's like 25 minutes now. I would love to keep you on and keep talking, but if you guys want her back on, you guys could just message me or comment in the comment section to bring her back, and we're gonna bring her back. But for now, we're gonna bring other guests, and we'll be keeping you guys entertained, informed, and involved. Or you guys could just comment in the comment section and leave topics of like discussions and stuff, and then we could talk about it during the podcast. That'd be cool too. That's how I wanted to actually involve like the listener, and I think that would be cool. As for your candies, I just wanted to ask, like I wanted to bring up, do you guys like do deliveries, ship? Like how's that gonna work?
Yeah, so we've had like a lot of requests and inquiries about shipping across Canada. We're definitely going to be shipping. It's just a matter of getting to it, just because it's another ball game. Like, you know, going through Instagram and just doing it locally right now is totally different than being able to spread across Canada. But we're definitely going to be getting into being able to ship and getting our website up as well.
Oh, you guys haven't even... So the website's going to come up. How about the giveaway?
The website is in...
500. How about that one?
The
people want to know what's going on with the giveaway.
The website's under construction, and the giveaway, has been delayed just because, you know, we've been so busy.
She said she was going to do a giveaway of 500 people. What are you at?
Almost 600 now.
Nice.
But that only means the giveaway is going to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
But thus far, like, for everyone who's supported, like, I'm extremely thankful for, and I did not think that it was going to blow up the way that it did. So thank you for everyone who's ordered, commented on anything, liked our posts, shared our profile. That's been amazing, and yeah, we support that.
We're getting a lot of love.
Yes. So thank you for everything.
A lot of people like been telling me too, like, yo, it's crazy. Can you bring some to work? Can you have some here? Can you like sell some here? And I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Guys.
That's really cool. But I think you have to have like a special, probably like license for that too. But we'll get there. It'll get there. But yeah, thanks everyone, and
with that being said, I think we can end the conversation now, end the podcast.
And the combo.
I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. that was kind of like an introduction. Just it wasn't
Yeah,
really a
obviously
podcast.
like a rough draft too. Like
Yeah, something to get like started with.
Yeah.
Cause like I just wanted to post something, like a small little video, 30 minutes, small video.
Wait, what happened to like our YouTube?
We're gonna move on now. A year ago today, we made a YouTube video and we said we're gonna post every week. It's been like a whole year, and we just posted another. Hey, this is one of them.
Oh yeah,
So
we're back.
Told you guys. I just have more hair now. So thanks again to everybody who's watched, and I hope you guys could like it, share, and subscribe. You guys could talk about it, good, bad. Honestly, it's like needed for us to like succeed the levels that we've set for ourselves, or the goal that we've set for ourselves. So it'd be awesome if you guys could just subscribe it and keep watching and supporting, because that's what means the most to me, honestly. And if you guys are interested in being on here, you guys could just DM me.
Yeah.
Or if you guys know anybody that's interested or has cool stories, you guys could also DM me and bring your own shisha. You guys could like smoke your own hookah on here. I don't mind. Just make sure it's like,
bring your own shisha.
make sure it's not like a crappy flavor, because the smell's disgusting. So mint, gum mint, apple, and
You're gonna limit to what people are allowed to smoke.
you're only allowed to smoke what I say you're allowed to smoke. Alright guys. That's it. That's a wrap. Peace.